Things are already beginning to look a lot like Christmas and sound like it too.
Places in Arkansas and Louisiana saw this disturbance yesterday. Arkansas reportedly had 5 tornadoes touch down with 1 fatality, and then northern portion of Louisiana had 1 tornado touchdown from this disturbance as well yesterday.
Begin with team coverage of all the big races. Eyewitness News reporter Meredith Wood is live at the Reed Camp in Charleston. The win bumped the Bulldogs up to number 21 in both the coaches and Associated Press polls. The 6-game winning streak is the longest since 1999.
Now today we're pretty much seeing 60s across the board already this morning. 64 in Columbus Air Force Base, 61 as it just updated in Tupelo. Well, good morning and welcome to this Thursday edition of Your Campus Connect weather forecast. I'm meteorologist Brittany Simmons, and boy do we have a change up in weather since yesterday. We had a cold front come through overnight, leaving us with some cooler temperatures. That current temperature is at 60 degrees. We're seeing a current dew point at 51, and we're seeing that humidity at 72%. So we're seeing some moist air outside with that west-northwest wind at 14 miles per hour. Now across the Twin States, we're pretty much seeing upper 50s across the board. Columbus Air Force Base is at 60. Tupelo at 59, Muscle Shoals is at 59 as well. If we look off to our west, we'll see Greenwood at 56 and Greenville at 55. Now our local radar showing quite nicely that rain that came through overnight hours. It is beginning to push off to our east, and I'm going to take that out just a little bit. This is that frontal system that came through, leaving us with rainy skies last night, pushing off to our east, and we're beginning to clear out today just in time for our spring cool down. We're going to see cooler temperatures, sunny skies, and we're going to see a wind out of that northwest. But today we are going to get up to 64 degrees with just partly cloudy skies, northwest wind at 10 miles per hour. Going into tonight, those skies will begin to clear out. Calm wind, low of 41 degrees, and on into tomorrow, we'll see just partly cloudy skies, mostly sunny. 71 will be our high with that northwest wind out of the northwest wind at 5 miles per hour. Now throughout the rest of your work week, on Friday we will begin to see those sunny skies, high of 71 and low of 40. Throughout the rest of your weekend, we will see mostly sunny skies, high in the mid-70s. Going on into the beginning of your work week on Monday, we'll see a high of 79, and Tuesday a high of 79 as well, with that low at 53 degrees. And I thank you so much for joining us on this edition of Your Campus Connect weather forecast.
Here are your Bulldog sport highlights. For the first time since late September, head coach Dan Mullen's football team felt the sting of defeat Saturday night, falling to Alabama Crimson Tide 30-10 in Tuscaloosa. While the Bulldog defense struggled to stop Alabama playmakers Julio Jones, Mark Ingram, and Marquise Mays, the Bulldogs offense was not able to find a big play of their own when they needed one. Senior offensive lineman Derek Sherrod noted that the offense was unable to gain any momentum even when linebacker Chris White intercepted McElroy's pass to give MSU the ball at the Alabama 42 in the third quarter. MSU's lone touchdown of the game came on a 27-yard touchdown from Russell to Chad Bumpus for a final score of 30-10 in favor of Alabama. The loss caused the Bulldogs to fall to number 22 in both the coaches and Associated Press polls. This leaves MSU in 5th place in the SEC West. A win over Arkansas on Saturday would put the Bulldogs in 4th place. Mississippi State will look to improve their bowl game prospects when they face Arkansas on Saturday at 6 p.m. for the senior night at Davis Wade Stadium. In other Bulldog sports, after 4 years of Jarvis Bernardo blocking shots and Barry Stewart draining shots, a new leaf has turned in the Mississippi State men's basketball program. Jalen Steele and Brian Bryant saw their first action in the MSU uniform against Tennessee State in the season open. Revern Johnson scored a career-high 32 points to lead Mississippi State to a 75-65 win over Tennessee State Friday night. Coach Rick Stansbury's Bulldog team will play Appalachian State November 19th at 7 p.m. Mississippi State won a 7th straight season opening game as the Lady Bulldogs beat South Carolina upstate 87-53 at the Humphrey Coliseum. The Lady Bulldogs travel to New Orleans next for a Tuesday night matchup with Tulane. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. inside Fogelman Arena. Now that's all for your Bulldog sports highlights. Back to the desk.